Hello everyone, welcome to iExamB. SEBI Grade A 2022 Phase 2 exam is over. However, you are still one step away from your dream job of becoming the SEBI Grade A Officer this year, and that is our interview stage. The interview carries a 15% weightage in your overall selection. You have done the majority work, which is the 85% for your phase 2, but 15% can make a lot of difference for your final selection. So in this video I am going to discuss how you should be preparing for interview, why you should be preparing for interview, and when you should be preparing for your interview. Let's look at the trend of the exam results and the interviews that have been held in past, and based on that, when can we expect the result and interviews to start for this year? If we look at 2018 cycle, that time the exam was held in November, and soon 1 month later the phase 2 exam was held. That time there was no coding paper that was done for IT, so the exam was held on the same date. The results for phase 2 in that case had come approximately 2 weeks later in January, and the interviews had started soon after in January itself, extending over 2 months, with the final result coming out by the end of March. If we look at the last cycle of 2020, however, there were a lot of disruptions because of COVID, but finally when the exam did happen in 2021, the phase 1 was held in January 17, and a month, approximately 40 days later, the phase 2 exam was held. This time the coding paper in IT stream was introduced, so the paper was separately held on March 14 for the IT stream. The results, however, for all the other streams except IT had come independently before IT stream result on March 18th, and the IT stream results came out on April 5th. The interviews finally started in May-June 2021. However, this delay was also there because of COVID, so this factor we have to take into account. And the final results, soon after the interviews were over, within a week the final results were out. So now if we look at how the things have been progressing this year, we have had the phase 1 already on 20th, and actually the phase 1 results came out within a week, less than a week's time, which is the fastest ever done in these two cycles. Then phase 2 is being held on March 20th, and our coding paper for IT stream is scheduled to be held on 3rd of April 2022. Based on the last year's trend and the trend before that, the phase 2 results is likely to come out at a difference of around 16 to 18 days. So somewhere between 4th to 5th April is when you can expect the phase 2 results for all the streams except for IT. And for IT, somewhere in the last week of April is when we can expect the phase 2 results to be announced. Given that soon after the results being announced for IT stream, the interviews should be expected to start immediately in the last week of April and may extend till May 2022. So what to expect and what to do now in that case? So based on this trend, you will get approximately 2 weeks after the results have been announced to prepare for your interview stage. However, if you start now and plan ahead well in time, you can actually extend this up to 1 month of preparation. You can spend and use this time judiciously to strengthen your interview performance by focusing on questions related to your profile, improving your communication skills, which is difficult to do overnight, and also keep working on your technical knowledge based skills. So if we look at the interview structure, usually when you are preparing you can focus on three aspects. The first will be your profile, so how you should be introducing yourself, what all information you should be giving about yourself is what you should prepare on. Then your education and work profile related questions, your interests, hobbies, leisure time details can be prepared on, your strengths and weakness, and your achievements and failures. When we talk about the technical or knowledge based questions, in this aspect you should prepare questions related to your educational background, if you are a working professional or have an experience prior to this, then based on your previous work profile or your current work profile you can be asked questions. The SEBI related questions or areas of interest of SEBI, majorly being the securities market, can also be asked. And then any current national or international agendas or news of importance can also be discussed. And underlying all this is the biggest factor, which is communication. How you verbally communicate, and more importantly how you communicate non-verbally, is a very important factor in your interviews. So prepare on these aspects, because these, especially the communication aspect, is difficult to learn overnight. iExamB has come out with a unique interview guidance program for SEBI, in which we will include 6 live sessions with experts, and these will cover areas that I have discussed: how to approach interview, basically related to your profile, then communication skills, form filling and question and answers related to that, your SEBI's and securities market related basic knowledge, mock interviews, how they should be done and used to best of your advantage, and your stream specific guidance. As you are aware, at iExamB, this is the only platform that provides you courses, guidance, mock tests related to all the streams, whether it be IT, legal, research, Rajbhasha, in addition to the general. So we will also have one stream specific guidance related to what all you should be preparing and related to the particular stream you are appearing for. You will also be provided with a list of important questions that you should be preparing for interview, and of course one mock interview with 3 members panel of 45 minutes, which will also include a detailed feedback on your performance, your areas which you can improve, the areas that you are good at and you can use to your advantage. All this will be done, of course, with the help of our experts. Our expert panels will include various members who are ex-CGMs of various regulatory bodies like SEBI, RBI, NABARD. We have a communication expert, Dr. Biren Kumar, who has 40 years of experience of guiding students and over these years. Arunima Sinha ma'am, who is an ex-manager SIDBI, Shika Malhotra ma'am, ex-deputy manager SBI, myself Prachi Agarwal, expert in financial markets, ex-PO legal Vidhika ma'am, who is also a legal expert, Jayanti ma'am, who is an IT expert, and Rajbhasha expert Dr. Ritu. We have various other visiting panel members also to give you a glimpse of the experience of students of various interviews over the years. Since 2018, if you will see, we have been guiding various students who have been selected. I'm very happy with the interview guidance that have been provided over the years. These are just a glimpse of few feedback that we keep getting from our students. There are thousands and thousands of such reviews that we receive on a daily basis. You can also spend this time to learn and see and get inspired from the various strategies and success stories of various SEBI grade officers from 2020 and 2018. You will find the links of these on our YouTube channel. You can spend the time listening to their success stories, how they had approached their interview and how they had prepared for the interview also. So All the best, wishing you all the best for your results and for your interview stage. Stay tuned to iExamB for any further guidance and updates. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon if you have not done that already. Thank you everyone.